This is our Epson Partner Conference for 2020, our very first partner conference, so we're excited to be having this event. Excited to have you all be a part of it. So the theme for the event this year is Ink Boldly. So we decided to select a name that represented our approach to the market, and differentiated approach to the market. So ink, as you know, is another way to express printing. And for us specifically, that means inkjet, not laser. And bold represents our no holds barred attitude approach to the market in our ultimate quest to attain top market share position in this space. So throughout the event, you will hear us talk about a number of solutions that help our partners create opportunity. First and foremost in business print or office print, but also beyond that. So as we tour around the room, you'll see that we have a number of vertical stations set up that represent our business inkjet portfolio, as well as our scanning solutions and our large format solutions as well. So a picture is worth 1,000 words, so we thought it would be helpful for each vertical to have kind of that real world setting, and in each one of these as well, and most of them we're highlighting real life case studies on how we've actually helped clients improve their business environment from not only a print, but also a scan and large format printing perspective. Okay? So if you want to make your way around this way, kind of gather around this lounge chair area. Really for us, this presents an opportunity to unveil our flagship portfolio for the year. So as you know, we've had several products in the lineup. We've been taking a lot of feedback from our dealers as well as the market. And this is our time to shine in 2020, so we're introducing 5 new models in the A3 portfolio. So at the high end, our next generation workforce enterprise class products feature 3 models. So 100, 75, and 60 page per minute products. So we've added a 60 down there to bring, get us down segment and open up opportunities for dealers in that closer to their sweet spot. And as you probably are familiar with, how we go to market is with a very compelling TCO, so they can compete head to head as well as go down market. So we'll start here with these particular products. The Workforce Enterprise, as I mentioned, 60, 75, and 100 ppm. Now probably what's most notably different from an aesthetic perspective is the introduction of 2 new finishers. So that was one of the feedback points that we've been receiving from dealers is you need more finishing options, better finishing options. So we've actually introduced a new stapling finisher as well as a booklet making finisher. On both of those, you can also add hole punch capabilities to those. So we've now built out the line in terms of finishing and really equipping dealers now to be able to go out and replace products in the market. Beyond that, what you won't see is under the hood, if you will, is improved processing on the product. So really addressing the throughput and files, a larger file size and whatnot. And in addition to that, obviously the 60 page per minute, so rounding out the line. So that's the high end, the Workforce Enterprise. As we tour the room, I'll touch on the other products, but what I want to do is also kind of just go through each of the spaces and highlight the products that we're showing. So here on the far end, you'll see we're highlighting a number of our large format or wide format printers. So Epson's strength is in inkjet printing, and so we are well known for our high level image quality, photo level image quality on our SureColor P series. In addition to that, here to the left of that, we have what we call our T series or technical. So we're essentially allowing dealers or equipping them to go after either architecture, engineering, and construction markets, or the high-end photo and proofing markets with both of those product categories. So tomorrow you'll hear a lot more about those. I have Reed Hecht, our product manager here. If you have any detailed questions, he can cover those. As you move to the left, you'll see we have our desktop printers. One of the things you'll hear me talk about tomorrow is capturing all the pages in the market. And you know dealers are already well accustomed to doing that and going to market with a managed print services approach. But what we want to make sure that they're aware of is we not only offer a very robust line of A3 products, but a very highly competitive line of A4 products as well. And so for dealers that may be carrying other brands, you'll hear some success stories tomorrow where dealers have embraced Epson's line of A4 desktop printers and MFPs and really been able to go after and capture pretty large opportunities out in the marketplace. To the left of that, you'll see our scanning solutions. So those go hand in hand with the MFPs, as you know, and really allow us to offload that high scan volume in specific environments and really have that nice balance of print and scan throughout the office. All right. Now, as I mentioned, we talked a little bit about the workforce enterprise. At the entry level, we've also enhanced what we call our RIPS products, replaceable ink pack systems. So we've introduced 2 new models in that particular category. We call the 878R and the 879R. So these particular products, if you're familiar with our product line, previously had ink pack bags, if you will, that were bolted onto the side. What we've done now is incorporated the ink pack system into the main body of the unit, but above and beyond that, increase the speed capabilities of the product, and also segmented it by having a direct replacement as well as a higher speed, more productive model that actually shares the dock feeder of the higher end workforce enterprise system. So that's the 879R. We've got that in the back of the room there. Any questions so far? Good? Okay, so let's kind of make our way towards the back here. And we'll show you here. So again, in government, we have applications here where we're showing, perhaps a government worker processing, forms like a DMV or whatnot, utilizing kind of the best of both worlds between scan and print technology from Epson. If we move towards the back here, we have our SureColor T-Series. And Reed, why don't I'll let you chime in here on what we're showing here. We have our multifunction T5470M. I'll let you go.
Yeah, we absolutely have 2 different iterations. This is a brand new SureColor T5470M. It's a 36-inch multifunction scanner that's built directly into the front for copying and printing. This design is amazing, and it's kind of revolutionary because what you're going to notice is the scanner sits right here and is 0 footprint. So it doesn't even come in front of the scanner legs, the printer legs, and so it occupies the same footprint, and you get a 36-inch scanner and a 36-inch printer. So if somebody was doing a drawing and they need to mark it up and rescan it back to the cloud for an architect or make a copy, they could do that all within the printer itself, as well as a USB stick, so you can just plug in a USB stick and print. This product is a new product for Epson, and dramatically kind of in the same way that our business inkjet products are revolutionizing the market. This, in terms of inkjet, is changing the way people think about wide format scanning and printing. More traditionally, we have another one of our desktop T-Series. This is a product we just started shipping a month or 2 ago as well. You saw that T-Series printer over there, which is about $900. Epson released that product about a year or 2 ago, and this is the very first time that Epson has a super tank version of our wide format product. So everyone remembers the Shack and the ink, and the EcoTank products he does. This is a super tank version, meaning that it has a bottle-fed system. And this printer itself is a little more expensive, but it has the same functionality as that printer. It comes with enough ink to do about many hundreds of posters, full color posters, and many thousands of architectural drawings. All of that ink is included because it comes with 2 sets of bottles. First time that a product like this has ever existed for this market. The best example I can give without taking too much time is if you're in education, if you're a school, they always say, great, we can buy the printer, but who's going to buy the ink every semester, every once in a while? They want to have fundraisers for that. With this product, it is a little bit more expensive up front, but they get enough ink to probably last the quarter, the semester, and when they repurchase ink, the bottles are very inexpensive. It's actually about 70 cents per milliliter cheaper, per milliliter of ink cheaper on this product than the identical product that uses cartridges. So Epson's changing the game a little bit. We're thinking about how we provide our customers a way to get high quality printing in a small package very affordably. What's cool about this as well is because we obviously make the scanner and the printer, we have a direct system that allows us to scan and make an enlargement without using a computer. So there's no computer connected here. I simply put this in. I tell it I'd like to do an enlargement. I tell it how big, what size, quality. I hit the button and it will automatically enlarge that to a 24 by 36 print. Amazing part about that is everybody knows how to use one of our business inkjets to get a PowerPoint happy birthday sign. People often have a hard time making that big. So this system not only eliminates the IT need and the need to have it on a network and have security and all that, you have a standalone system with about a $350 scanner and a printer that is about $2,500. You have a complete system for scanning and making enlargements at a very low cost per print. So Epson's trying to change the game, not only in the inkjet, but on the wide format space as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm here if you guys have any questions about any of the wide format products.
Okay. All right, if we move over here to your left, if you will, at this particular station here, you'll have to gather around the workstation. But what we're highlighting here is what we call our Epson Remote Services application. So Epson Remote Services is a simple and easy to use cloud-based service efficiency tool. So if you think about dealers having the need to remotely manage fleets of devices, ERS is the application that allows them to do that. So it quickly and easily gives them real-time status to their fleet of equipment and gives them real-time stats on how their MIF is performing. And what's more important is it's going to give that real-time data and proactively notify the dealer if any type of service intervention is required. On top of that, it'll provide any type of error code or along with the service history so that when a technician does go out to perform a service call, they're better informed, they have the right parts, and they can complete the call in the first run and not have to go back for multiple trips. All right, so you'll hear a little bit more about that tomorrow, but a very powerful tool. It's been in pre-release, if you will, for several months with about 20 dealers, and you'll hear from one of the dealers tomorrow in a video that he's explaining how powerful this tool has been for him and how easy it is to use over some of the other competing products in the market. All right, so let's make our way back towards the front here in the hospitality area. You don't quite see it here, but we're showing actually all across the room. Epson is also a projector company, right? We're a market leader, #1 market share position in projection. So we're utilizing all of our projection technologies throughout the room to display, including here with something interactive, showing like an example in a restaurant or hospitality setting where it can be utilized. What you don't see is in the counter here, similar to what Reed talked about, we have our Super Tank printer. Super Tank is the smaller version of the wide format that essentially comes with 2 years of printing capability within the box of the device. So when an end user purchases that product, it's that upfront cost, and they don't have to worry about it for 2 years. And that really helps with the affordability. And we'll have a case study tomorrow that we'll talk about that really shows how one of our dealers was able to take down probably our largest deal to date with Super Tank printers. All right, so we move here to the right. We have education. So again, highlighting Epson's projection technology and really bringing it all together from projection to print. Here's another Super Tank printer that we just talked about, and really helping create an interactive space for the classroom. All right. And then last but not least, in logistics and warehousing, we're showing a product from one of our partners called Newcastle. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Newcastle, but essentially they provide mobile carts that can be utilized in a logistics pick, pack, and ship process. The idea is the cart is outfitted with lithium-ion batteries, so it's basically mobile. It's charged overnight, in the morning, unplugged, the cart rolls around, it's got a PC, it has label printers, as well as a desktop printer, and allows that warehouse worker to be remote throughout thousands of square footage of space. Now, prior to Epson coming into the picture, Newcastle was using a laser product from a competing manufacturer. Because of laser and the power draw that it takes, the lithium-ion batteries were really big and made the cart very heavy. So we actually engaged in discussion with them and said, are you aware that Epson inkjet products consume a very minimal amount of energy compared to laser? So they evaluated it, and what they found was by incorporating Epson's A4 business inkjet products, they could reduce the weight of the cart by 200 pounds because they could use different batteries. So batteries that were lighter, but also batteries that could hold a charge for longer. So the cart didn't have to go back and redock midday. The cart could stay undocked and be productive all day long because we're drawing minimum